My millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. I'm coming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be complete to Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the pass. Wahoo. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Blue Dan. 58 is the mic.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taylor now returning it. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup. There, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Shut down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They go play action. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this belongs to the Vikings. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
Check 26, check 26.
At the 21.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Set up! 180! 54. X3.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. We're scoreless after 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Taylor. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
180! Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. To return is Taylor. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No chance.
2nd and 5. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike Spopo. Watch the run. Watch the run. 44.
Back to throw. And he finds Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now back to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Forced out to his left. Robinson's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down. Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
180. 54. Right. 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Yeah, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second and 6. At the Bears.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Second and 6. It's complete to Diggs. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. On 1st down, Taylor. And we'll keep an eye on that one as out. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Bears 31, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Third quarter with the score Bears 31, Vikings nothing.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. Third down here. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down. It's Montgomery. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7, and the Bears first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the Vikings 41-yard line.
Check. 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
4 down. Even.
And they will take a knee here.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.